there, welcome back to another video. My name is Karina. For those of you who don't know, I'm the Artistic Newfie here on YouTube and other social media platforms such as Instagram. Patreon is up in the air. I'm not sure what's happening with Patreon. You can also find me on Threads. And I kick around here and there. I've just recently been posting more to my Facebook page, so you can find me on Facebook as well and give me a follow over there if you're on Facebook and you surf around on there a little bit. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, a returning viewer, thanks for coming back again this week for another video. And I got up to a few things this week. I did a commission. I actually finished 2 commissions. One I kind of show you a little bit more of the process that I'm doing, sewing it together and everything. And with that, I have a story to tell, not about the commission, but how I almost got scammed on Facebook over the weekend. I was so mad. I was so mad. I was dumbfounded how people can be so ignorant, so to speak. So I do have a story, so the story time will come a little bit later in the video. But I did get up to a few things in the past week or so I wanted to pop in because I didn't record an intro to let you guys know what was going on. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into what I've been up to the past couple of weeks, and I'll show you some things I've made, what I worked on, like the process of it a little bit, and I'll get to that story that you're probably going to want to hear. Alright, so today I am making myself some new price tags for my amigurumi items for the upcoming market, and I'm going about printing them out on some matte photo paper. And I'm going to cut them out and see what they look like. They're going to be double-sided because before I was making like 3 different tags to stick on the one item. So this one here has all my information on both the back and the front, where you can find me, the not recommended for children under 3. And I have a little pink circle where I can actually write in the price of the item rather than taking the extra time to put stickers on everything. But I will keep those stickers for future events if I'm just doing a small event and I just need like a quick price tag or whatever. But if this works and it looks decent, then I'm going to continue with this because the tag is slightly bigger, but it's going to take less time to actually put it onto the item. So this is what the tag looks like after it's cut out, and I think the little pink dot is a little bit too small, so I've made that bigger. And I also don't like having to write on the things here, the little tags. And this is not center on the back. I don't know if I'm just being a little bit too picky here or what, but I might not have this on the back. I'm not sure. Okay, so I've got a tag that I like, and it's just going to be really subtle like this. It has my information and everything on the back, how to connect with me on Instagram, Etsy, YouTube, and my email. And what I'm going to do is kind of decide whether I want to put them on the front of items or the backs of items. I could round the corners of these as well, but that's going to take a lot of time. There is still a little bit of a blue line on the back that if you get really close, you don't want to see my nasty fingers. If you can get really close, you can see a little bit of a blue line there. So what I think I might do is go in, turn off the stroke on the other side of the, what do you call it? The printout. And then I only have to worry about the printing and cutting on the one side. And the back will just align up as it is. So it's now like 20 to 6. It's dark in here and I have the light on, so you're going to have to excuse the shadows. So I went and printed off a whole bunch of different price tags and everything for all the stuff like I had mentioned. And these seem a little bit nicer on the plush toys like I had mentioned, and I showed my husband and he said it's definitely a lot less hassle than the other method that I was going with. So I'm going to stick with these for a while, see how they make out. And I just wanted to show you an update on this little thing here. So I have it done. So it's the baby and the little, the rattle and the pacifier and the little bottle. And the Moses basket, apparently, so it's called. It looks a little different than the pattern itself, but it's still quite cute. And the person who had placed the order for it is happy with how it's looking and how it's turned out. Everything is, all the loose ends are all weaved in, and it's good to go. I don't even know if I showed this or not, but I completed this one yesterday. And I cut all the little, was it yesterday that I finished this? I think so, or the day before maybe. I didn't do a really good job with the back, and I just put it in here to see if it would fit, and it doesn't. But, I mean, it's cute. It's like a little rubber ducky. And then I finished this one right here. I really like the way the pattern turned out on this, and I've got it all clipped and everything. And this one here is ready to go as well. So I'm really enjoying doing these, but I found out that this one right here, you can see that there's a bit of a difference in the thickness, and I'm starting to realize that I really wasn't paying as much attention as I should have to how the wool was going through the monk's cloth, and how much I should really be spacing out the, I'm going to say stitches, because that's what it kind of reminds me of, is stitches. So because I paid more attention to what I was doing, you can even see when they're laid on top of each other that there is a big difference in the thickness, and I really like this more. So going forward, I just need to be more mindful of what I'm doing. And I don't know if I like this black outline around the duck. If I was using like two different colors of yellow, like I tried to put some shadow down at the bottom, and I know I shouldn't be making these too complicated, but I needed a bit of a different color there. But anyway, I think it's cute, and I'm going to make some more, and I'm going to make sure that I make them like this and not like this. But these are both going to be available at some point in time. Probably take them to Geek Fest along with a few other ones. And yeah, this one right here, you can see how the red is mixed in with the white. I haven't taken anything to this yet to be able to get that out, but this is not for sale anyway. This is like one of the first ones that I've done, and I really made this way too thick in some areas. So this one here is just a practice piece, so that's not going anywhere. But these two here I'm satisfied with. So yeah, I'll let you guys know this week if I get up to some more punch needle. And I have my frame already taken apart down there. Took off the other sheet that I had on there because I wasn't liking all of the scratches and everything that I had on there from the marker that I was using. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to print out some images probably tomorrow, because I have to print Patreon stickers and get them in the mail. So after I get that done, I'm going to reframe this one. After I print out, I think I'm going to do some car coasters and see how they turn out. So I'll keep you updated on that. I finally got the chance, or made the time, to get the Patreon stickers printed off. And I have to say, the past few stickers that I've made, I've done them in RBG instead of CMYK. And I really like how they're printing compared to the CMYK files. These here seem so much more vibrant, and I guess more, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just they're more, they look better to me than when I'm printing a CMYK file. Now, I don't know if that's just my printer doing that, but these are so cute compared to some of the other stickers. Okay, printer, we get it. These are so much more cuter than some of the other stickers that I've printed off, and they seem more vibrant, and yeah, I really like how these turned out. I'm also taking a few product photos today because I'm thinking about maybe listing some of these on Etsy just to show people that I can crochet and it's available if anyone's interested. So this one here is probably the second last one that I have to do. I had a couple more left there, and then I'm going to move on to crocheting for the day, and then I'll finally show you what it is that I'm working on for a commission. It's actually a Pokemon, and yeah, I'll show you that in just a little bit. So I've got these photographed just for extra pictures for Instagram as well, because I'm trying to post a little bit more over there. But yeah, so I'm done taking pictures of all of this, and I'm contemplating on making one of these for Geek Fest here. So I'm not really sure what it is I'm going to do, but it's a thought. This is what I have in my bins so far for the month of May. I have a long way to go to get things done. This one here, I feel like I might be selling it a little bit too cheap, so I might poke around on Etsy, see what other people are selling this size for. But I had them for 20 bucks, but I feel like they might be worth a little tiny bit more than 20 bucks. There's quite a bit of sewing involved, and yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So I'm gonna think on this one. But yeah, I'm getting the bins all filled up and getting ready for another market. And this is what I got so far. I just took some pictures of these to put on Instagram so I can post over on Instagram more often. This pastel goat is the only goat that I have left, and I can't seem to get rid of this one. So this one's going to get marked down at Geek Fest as well. I was trying to get 75, I believe, so I'm going to mark it down to 50 on the second day. If it doesn't sell on the first day, I'm going to leave it alone for the first day. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to mark it down. And yeah, just to get rid of it. Okay, so this is the commission piece. It's kind of in shambles at the moment. I started this last night and didn't want to sew anything together. For those of you who are Pokemon fans, I'm sure you can tell what it is, but this is supposed to be a Chibi Charizard. So I've got the head, all the pieces to the head and everything done. Pixie's out there playing with the cat. This is the body, so I don't have too much I don't have too much left to do. What are you doing? You trying to play with the cat? So I don't have a whole lot left to do on this one, and I have the goat completely, like, it's all, like, the pieces are finished, just have to sew together. So my plan for the rest of the day, it's just after 12:30, I believe. I want to get this one done so I can give it to the commissioner, and then I have this spider here that I want to get sewed together, and then it's on to the goat. So if you want to see the finished pieces, stay tuned towards the end of the video. So I don't think I showed you guys this after I had it completed. Well, it's somewhat completed anyway, I guess. There was some detail on the wings that I had left out because I was just done. I was just done working on this. I can't get them to stick back up. I'm not selling this. It's not nowhere near good enough to sell. But like all of the blue down here twisted on the body. And I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll go back in and try it again. But for now, this pattern has seen the last bit of light from me for quite some time. Okay, so here is the scoop on the Facebook scam. So Saturday, I was sitting down, planning on, you know, just chilling for the rest of the night and what have you, and I get this message on my the Artistic Newfie Facebook page. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I don't post there much, but I'm trying to do better. So I get this message come in, and it was of a spider that I had just posted, just to, you know, show everybody what it was looking like and whatever. And this person is like, you know, is this still available? And I didn't think anything of it at that point in time because people shoot me messages all the time asking if, you know, if I have this or that or whatever. And I was like, yeah, it's still available. I said, it's this amount of money. And they said, cool, where are you located? I was like, well, I'm in central Newfoundland. I said, if you can provide me with like a localized address, I guess I can give a shipping estimate and how much it would cost and everything to ship it out. And it so happened that this person was supposedly in the United States, so I gave them the rate of shipping and everything and what have you, and they're like, so how much do I pay? I'm like, well, this is what you pay in American. I said I could set you up a listing on Etsy,
or I could do an invoice through PayPal. And they were like, well, just give me your email address for your PayPal and I'll shoot you the money. And it's not the first time I've done something like that either, because I have gotten paid for like doing peep boxes before with an artist down in the States. So at that point in time, I didn't really think anything of it. It was just a transaction. They wanted the spider really bad and they were willing to pay right away for it. So I gave them the email address and that was it, and which you could find on my Facebook page or on various other places to be able to get a hold of me. So I didn't think anything of that. And so I get this email. They said the payment had gone through, and they gave me this email, or an email came in, stating that I had to pay an additional $300, or the sender had to pay an additional $300 to be able for me to accept this X amount of money that I had said the shipping and everything was for the spider. And I thought, why is PayPal telling me that I have to charge someone X amount of dollars more just to be able to get paid for this item? So right then and there, I thought it was a little bit fishy. And then this person is still messaging me in Facebook Messenger for the page, like, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get the money? It says it's gone through. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I got this weird email from PayPal. I said, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to contact them to see what's going on. Oh, no, you don't have to contact them. This has happened to me before. I just need you to trust me. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm getting scammed. So I didn't click on any links or anything, which is a good thing. And I didn't give this person any of my details outside of my email address. So I did go in and change my email address as well. My husband did it for me while I was getting supper ready. I was so stressed. So he changed my passwords and everything just in case on a bunch of things. And I did shoot off a message to PayPal saying, this is what's happening. This is the email address that this came from. And it was weird. Like, if you really were a gullible person and you didn't know how to look for things, you probably would have fell for it. But when they started talking to me the way they did, something just sounded fishy. And then when I went in to read over the email again, it was like it was doctored, and the way that it was written didn't sound like a way that PayPal would actually talk to their account holders, I guess. So there were a bunch of red flags as soon as I got that email come in. So long story short, be careful of who you're talking to on the internet, and make sure you go about the right ways in order to take payment or to sell something to someone that you don't know, because you could be getting scammed. So yeah, I learned a valuable lesson over the weekend.
I finished up this little guy this morning. It's currently Monday. Archer is going to bust through the door there in a second. I just shut the door so you guys didn't hear the washer or the dishwasher going in the kitchen. Yeah, it's all done, and I'm in the process of arranging for pickup. The person that commissioned me to do this lives not too far from the town that I live in, so we're just trying to get someone to pick this up for her so she can save on some shipping, because, shipping is ridiculous. It would actually cost me about $23 to ship this to her, and she lives about an hour away. So she has some family that's going to be passing by the town that I live in. We're going to get it picked up for her so she can save on the shipping. But I think it turned out pretty cute. There was some issues along the way, but it's just a learning curve, just reading a pattern that I've never read before and what have you. But yeah, he's super cute. It's now Friday. I haven't done a whole lot of being in front of the camera this week, but I am now looking at some ideas for punch needling, and I feel like the best way to figure out what it is I want to do is to go in and poke around on Etsy, Pinterest, and just see what other people are coming up with and go about getting some ideas for myself that way. Like, I already know I want to do a frog, but I don't want to copy somebody else's frog. Kind of want to do like my own little simple illustration for the coasters and things like that. So I'm just popping on, going through a few things, and I have Procreate already open, and I'm just going in drawing a template. This is a 2.5 by 2.5 circle inches, that is, and I'm going to do some car coasters, and I'm going to punch some like mug rugs and things like that over the weekend. Give myself a little break from maybe doing crochet. So I've moved to the living room. There's the cat. She's on the blanket. It is so cold. I drew up some little patterns to do the coasters with. I kind of screwed up that one, but I can still figure it out. I did these all on Procreate. I kind of did look at some other people's designs that they did, but I have a Jeep Wrangler, so I thought it would be cute to test out some little mug or coasters, car coasters for myself first. So I'm going to do a duck and the Jeep logo here and go test them out just to make sure they are the right size, that they fit and everything. And my Jeep could use a little bit of decor, I won't lie. I do have a couple ducks. I have been ducked a few times, but not nearly enough, so I'm gonna make my own duck. But I have a frog and the panda. I have a bigger bee on this one here, and I'm going to try to get as many as I can on this canvas right here, this frame, and probably work on a little bit of that later tonight. I am doing a test for someone. I'm using purple and white. I'm not going to show what it is. I don't think I'm allowed to yet, but it's going to be those two colors. That has to be done by Tuesday. I applied for a job today, fingers crossed, and I've got my Huion light box out because it'll be a lot easier for me to, or at least I thought it was going to be easier. Maybe it's not. I guess I could go this way and punch through the other side, although that's a little bit awkward. I'll figure it out anyway. But it would have been nice if I could do this on the other side of, like, draw on here, and then I could punch through this side and have it come through the back, but that might not work. I don't know what I'm doing. So I've gone ahead and I've taped down this on the back. I cut them out and I got a whole bunch of different ones there, and it doesn't help. But I do have these three on there so far. So I have a panda and a frog. Let's see if I can turn this off. Whoa, that's very bright. And I have a bee over here, and I do have an evil eye that I'm just going to shimmy up here a little bit, and then I might have a room for one of the car coasters here in the center. I think I will. I'm kind of still determining how much room I kind of need to have between each piece. And I see people leaving like this much room, and I'm kind of worried that I don't have enough to fold around the back, but we're going to give it a go anyway and see what happens. So this is kind of where I got with the punch needle. I didn't record myself actually doing the work, and I will eventually, but it was just a chill work on the couch kind of deal. I think I want to snip the pieces like I have been doing to make it more fuzzy like this. This one here didn't turn out very good at all. I think it's because this is too close together. So I don't think I'm going to end up using that one. But I was trying to see if maybe I could get away with just leaving the loops like this rather than cutting them to make them fuzzy. Even though I do like this, it takes forever. So I was going to finish these out and leave the loops as they are just to see how they turned out. And I noticed that the face on the panda is a little bit weird, so I might have to pull that out again. But the duck coaster turned out really cute. It's just I might have to redo this. They're supposed to be, this is the grill of the Jeep. It's like the Jeep logo type thing. So what I think needs to happen is these lines need to be a little bit thicker, or I wait for my new punch needle that's coming in the mail, and with a smaller tube for poking the yarn through, it might make it look a bit neater, and I wouldn't have to I don't even know how to explain it, like the one that I have, the hook that I have, or the needle, I don't know what it's a needle, obviously. It puts a giant hole into the fabric, and I don't know, I don't think something is working right. This one is really sloppy, and like I said, I'm still trying to learn to get everything right. So when I get these done, if I do this over this coming weekend, I'll try to, even if I can get my husband to stand off to the side and record me just doing it for a few minutes to show you my process or something, I'll figure it out. But apart from that, I did almost finish this huge mushroom from Lyra Loon Designs. So this one will be in the next vlog when it's fully finished. And I want to show you this guy. I finished this one, and I absolutely love it. It's probably one of my favorites that I've done so far. I'll try to get a better angle so you can kind of see. I really like how the colors turned out. And I'm also in the process of making another goat already. I started before I even had this one finished. And I absolutely love making these goats. This is Grim Grinning Goats base pattern. I just did a couple little modifications myself. The horns aren't hers. I found the horns on Pinterest. So yeah, I absolutely love the colors in this one. The whole retro color thing is really cute. The new one that I'm doing is going to be in these colors here and the white. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to turn out, because I know not everybody likes vibrant in your face colors. So I figured if I did something a little bit more less vibrant, like a rustic type deal, someone might be interested in that as well. So I kind of got a little bit of a mess going on here of everything that I'm working on. I'm still waiting to get this commission piece picked up, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that at the moment. But yeah, this is what the studio looks like as of today. So it's quite messy. Alright, so it's editing me here again at the end of the video in the same spot I was not long ago. I just wanted to close out the video and say thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the description below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. The more views I get, the more thumbs up that I get. More people will see my videos, and hopefully, you know, I'll gain some more subscribers here and we can grow a nice little community. And yeah, that's kind of it for me today. I have to take Pixie to the vet this afternoon because she had some trouble breathing last night. So I think there's something going on, like maybe a chest infection. There was a really bad cough on the go for a while, and I think like last night kind of scared me a little bit. So we have her, we have a vet appointment this afternoon, so I won't get a whole lot done today. So I was going to add a bit more to the video, but I don't have time to do that now. So I hope you liked it for what it was, and I will hopefully see you back here again next week. I did have a job interview on Wednesday, and I'm waiting to hear back from that. So hopefully in the next video, I might be able to shed a little bit of light on that as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again next week.